Hare Krishna, हरि हरि। जय जय नंदा यशोदा गिरिवरधारी। जय जय नंदा यशोदा गिरिवरधारी। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
Coming from, okay. You can come in from like this.
I thought my turn. And
Who's the topic for you?
The most munificent incarnation.
Munificent.
Munificent.
Okay, sure. So now we will have a class on a topic most munificent incarnation. So Prabhuji is serving here for many years and he will try to explain the concept of the incarnation at the same time who is the most munificent incarnation. So yeah, please. So, let's welcome Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna mantra. So we can chant it together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please come. Mridanga is on the way.
So we'll just say because it's Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's birth celebration, there is a particular verse which we say, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, everyone can sing together. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya 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 Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Okay, so we'll just sing Jai Radha Madhav and we'll discuss about the most munificent incarnation. Jai Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunda Bihari Jai Radha Madhava भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुल राधा कुंज गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय, मथुरा धाम की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, सामवेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Sarvam Shri Krishna Pranamastu Krishne Matirastu Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So, a very warm welcome everyone to this Sunday feast talk. We are going to talk about the most munificent incarnation. So, munificent, what exactly do we mean by munificence? Munificence means one who is very magnanimous. So, the magnanimity of a person depends on what the person gives, right? How magnanimous a person would mean that how much they can give. And we have this incarnation called Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga. He is, when we, let us actually say one prayer together. I'll say and everyone can say together. Namo Mahavadanyaya, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaurat Vishe Namaha, Namne Gaurat Vishe Namaha. We will say it two more times. Namo Mahavadanyaya, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate,
Krishna Prema Pradayate,
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya,
Namne Gaurat Vishe Namaha.
Namane Gaurat Vishe Namaha.
Namo Mahavadanyaya,
Namo Mahavadanyaya,
Krishna Prema Pradayate,
Krishna Prema Pradayate,
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya,
Namne Gaurat Vishe Namaha.
Namane Gaurat Vishe Namaha.
So this is the prayer that is written by Srila Rupa Goswami in the glorification of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is there in the center, in the altar. So if you look at Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there, he has his arms open and he is welcoming everyone. So this is the magnanimity of. So he's Vadanyaya means the most magnanimous, the most munificent incarnation of the Lord. Why he is the most magnanimous? Because Krishna Prema Pradayate. Because he is giving the love of Krishna to everyone. So love of Krishna is not something that is simple. Krishna says, Manushyanam sahasreshu kashchid yadati siddhe yadatam api siddhanam kashchin mam veti tatvata. Krishna mentions that there are billions and billions of people. We know that. There are billions of people in this world. Very few among those billions of people try to attain perfection. Perfection in the sense that try to understand that what is the original nature of my existence. So that is the beginning of real spiritual journey. When I try to understand who am I. Kastvam koham kuta ayata kame janani kame tata. This is said by Srila Shankaracharya. He says that in Bhaja Govindam he says, what we have to understand is who we originally are. So na jayate muryate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuya ajo nityam shashvatoyam purano na anyate anyamane sharire. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna that we all are someone who have never taken birth. And because we have never taken birth, we will never die. That is our original nature. So the real spiritual journey starts when I understand that the basis of my existence is consciousness. That is called Chaitanya. Chaitanya means consciousness. And Krishna Chaitanya is Krishna consciousness. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya's name itself is Krishna consciousness. And Srila Prabhupada has created International Society for Krishna Consciousness. That is Krishna Chaitanya. So the beginning of spiritual journey takes place when I know that I am eternal. That is a real journey. Until then, it is just a preparation for the real journey. That is not the real journey. So Krishna actually mentions in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritino Arjuna, artho jignasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshava. Krishna says that 4 kinds of people come to me. And these 4 kinds of people who come to me are pious, sukriti, who have done pious deeds. Who are they? Who are the 4 categories? Artha, one who is distressed. Jignasu, one who is inquisitive. Artharthi, one who wants wealth. And Jnani, one who is in knowledge. So these are the 4 kinds of people who come to Krishna. So the first and the third category, the Artha and Artharthi, the person who is distressed and the person who wants wealth, they are coming to the Lord on the basis of understanding that I am this physical body, I am this mind. So until the time we are in the bodily consciousness or the consciousness of the mind, the mental consciousness, the real spiritual journey does not start. Because I'm thinking that I am this body, I'm thinking that I am this mind. Until the time we think that, we are in the category of either distressed or we are in the category of one who wants wealth. But when we, there is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam which says, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So what that particular verse says is, if we don't have any desires, or if we have thousands and millions of desires, so if I am in the bodily consciousness of life, that means that Bhoga Ishwarya Prasattanam Taya Pahrita Chetasam Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Samadho Na Vidhiyate. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita, when we are in the bodily consciousness of life, then we are attached to Bhoga and Aishwarya. Bhoga means sense gratification. Aishwarya means showing off that I am a great person. So when we are in that state of mind, Taya Apahrita Chetasam. Krishna says that in that state of existence, our original consciousness has been taken away by the material energy of the Lord. In that state, Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Samadho Na Vidhiyate. Krishna says that at that time, this one-pointed concentration in remembering the Lord does not take place. If one is attached to sense gratification and one is attached to self-glorification, that everyone should glorify me, then that state is totally contrary to the state that we want to get in. The state we want to get in is, Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentions, Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Savishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. This is the third verse of Shikshashtakam. Shikshashtakam are the 8 verses of real knowledge that is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The third verse is saying that when can we chant the holy name of the Lord constantly, without any stop? What is the qualification for that? Because chanting of the holy names of the Lord constantly and remembering the Lord constantly is the goal of human form of life. That is Krishna Prema. That wherever we are, it doesn't matter which place we are in. We can be in a place where lots of sense gratificatory activities are going on. Or we can be a place where total solitude exists and we are totally concentrating on the holy names of the Lord. It does not matter. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova, sangha ratova, sangha vihina, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati nandati nandatyeva. Very beautiful verse. Again, Srila Shankaracharya says in Bhaja Govinda. What he says is, either you are engaged in yoga, yoga is linking with Krishna, or you are engaged in bhoga. Bhoga is sense gratification. It does not matter. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova, sangha ratova, sangha vihina. Either you are in a connection with lots and lots of people, or you are totally alone in solitude. It does not matter. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chitta. Whose actual existence, whose actual mind is totally absorbed in Krishna. Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. They are constantly in unlimited bliss. Ramante Yogina Anante Satyanande Chidatmani. Iti Ramapade Nasho Param Brahma Vidiyate. It is mentioned in the scriptures that a real yogi, a real person who is connected with Krishna, they are enjoying a bliss that is ananta, there is no end. So the problem with the bodily consciousness of life is yahi sansparshaja bhoga dukkha yonayavate adyantavanta konte. What happens with this bodily state of existence is it is dependent on my senses coming in touch with the sense objects. So what happens? There is a beginning and there is an end, right? So if I like some nice taste, I can taste that thing for some time, but I cannot keep on tasting it eternally, right? Or you like some nice food stuff. If you overeat it, what will happen? Indigestion will happen. Why do we overeat? Because my tongue has got a taste for it. So I will overeat it and then it will cause indigestion. So what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita is that this dependence on sense gratificatory enjoyment is futile. Of course, in the conditioned state of existence, what happens is we only think from the perspective of the sense gratification. We have not experienced our original eternal nature. So our original eternal nature is Satchidananda. Sat means eternally existing. We can discuss the questions later. I'll talk for say around. So we started at 2:30, no 4:30. So I'll go until say 5:15, and in 15 minutes we can have the question and answer. So basically our current situation is such that we are yahi sansparshaja bhoga. So I identify myself with my body. The moment I take birth, the only thing that I know is I am this body. So that is why it is called Ajnana. So we are Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unnilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. So we have that prayer for the Guru. Guru is the spiritual master. What we are saying is, please take us away from the darkness of ignorance and light the lamp of knowledge. So this knowledge is the knowledge of my eternal nature, which is totally independent from all external sense gratificatory activities. So until and unless we get to that point of knowing our original eternal nature as an eternal part and parcel of Krishna, there is going to be unfortunate situations. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mama eva amsha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana mana shashtani indriyani prakriti sani karshati. What that verse means is, Krishna says that all the living entities in this whole universe are my eternal part and parcels. So, for example, this finger of mine, if the finger wants to do something independent from my body, it has no value, right? If the finger gets cut off from my body, what value does the finger have? No value. The whole value of this finger exists because it is connected with my body. Then there is value. Exactly in the same way, all the living entities are eternally connected with Krishna. And the reason why people are feeling depressed or people feel, that this world is really miserable place. Why do they feel that? Because somehow or other, that connection with Krishna has got covered. So how do we uncover that? That is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentions. So what we were talking about, in the third verse of Shikshashtakam, he says, Trinadapi Sunichena. So our existence should be such that like a blade of grass. That's the example, that's a metaphor that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives. He says that, of course, it does not mean that one does not stand up for oneself. When there is a need to stand up for oneself, one has to do that. But the main thing here is the humility, the aspect of humility. Trinadapi Sunichena. And then the second is Tarorapi Saishnuna. So the next metaphor that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives is, one is more tolerant than a tree. Now the tree is situated at one place, it goes through all different types of seasons. It goes through rain, everything, but it is still there, right? And it is giving the fruits and it is doing everything. So this is the metaphor that the examples that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives. So if one has got that humility of a blade of grass and one has got a tolerance of a tree, then amanina, manadena. So one is not expecting any respect for oneself, but one is giving all respects to everyone else. If these are the four things that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says. When we have these four things, then kirtaniya sadahari. In that state of mind, one can chant the holy names of the Lord constantly. So one of the things that we are trying to discuss here is that prayer that he said, Namo Mahavadanyaya. So this munificence or this magnanimity is that the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, he has come in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikriti Ahladini Shakti Rasma. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita that this pleasure, the interactions that happen between Radha and Krishna, Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani, it is the bliss potency of the Lord. Ahladini Shakti Rasma. Ekatmana vapi bhuvipura deha behedam gatavato. Radha and Krishna are one, but they have taken two different eternal forms. Chaitanyakhyam prakatam adhuna tad dvayam chaityam aftam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in to combine the forms, combine the Radha and Krishna into one. Chaitanyakhyam prakatam adhuna. How Radha bhava dyuti suvalitam naumi Krishna sarupam. He is actually Krishna, but he has taken the feelings, bhava, and the complexion of Srimati Radharani. So that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this particular understanding of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is only available in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. It is a very great learning, a great knowledge that we have, which is not available in any other Sampradaya. Generally, when they talk about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they say him as a historical person. A historical person who came in and who was chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra everywhere, and he basically changed the whole world. Wherever he went, he just made everyone to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he was considered as a Sankirtan Acharya. That was the only thing. He was considered as a historical person. But this understanding of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as an incarnation of Krishna is very rare. That understanding is very rare. Krishna says that is in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, "Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityasha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yogina." So what Krishna says is, someone is constantly through their mind remembering me. Smarati. Smarati means remembering me. Nityasha, always. Krishna says, to such a person, I am available very easily. So this understanding of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a combination of Radha and Krishna, it's a very it's a knowledge that is not easily available. Say, for example, we go to someone on the street, and then we talk to them about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many of them would actually understand who is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So if we say that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a great historical personality, then people will relate to it. Because people know history, right? History is there. History occurred. So if you consider them as historical personality, people will understand. But if you say Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an incarnation of Krishna, first of all, person has to know who is Krishna. If people do not know who is Krishna and what does incarnation mean, how will they know that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is incarnation of Krishna? So this knowledge of that Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a combination of Radha and Krishna is a very, very rare kind of knowledge. And when we have this knowledge, what will happen is Cheto Darpana Marjanam. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentions in the first verse of Shikshashtakam that this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can all chant together Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it is Cheto Darpana Marjana. So our Cheta means our mind. So since time immemorial, we have been Hare Krishna. So since time immemorial, we have been taking birth after birth after birth, and because we have been taking many births, our Cheta is the mind. So the mind has mind has got Antakarana, it is called. Karana means the senses. So we have got the inside senses. The inside senses are Mana, Buddhi, Ahankar and Chitta. There are four things. Mind, which is the conscious mind. Then we have Buddhi is the intelligence. Then Ahankar is the false ego. The false ego is a thing that makes me think that I am this body. Actually, we all are eternal part and parcels of Krishna. We do not take birth, we do not die. And because we do not take birth, we do not die, we do not have old age and we do not have disease as well. So all these things, Paropi manute anartham tatkritam cha abhipadyate yaya sammohito jivo atmanam tribunatmakam. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. When we get enamored by the material energy of the Lord, I think that I am this body. Then the body consciousness becomes the most prominent consciousness. And the mind consciousness as well. Because we know we have mind as well, right? Because it is the mind which is the combination of thoughts. What is mind at the end of the day? It is constant thoughts. One thought after another thought after another thought. It never stops, right? Your constant chattering that happens internally. Who is that doing? That is done by mind. So you have got this mind which has an upper mind which is called manaha, and then you have got a subconscious mind which is called chitta. So chitta shuddhi, they say. Cheto darpana marjanam. What we are saying here is the subconscious mind is absorbing each and every moment of our existence. Every moment is getting registered. It's like an unlimited memory. If you look at it from the perspective of a computer engineer, knows that you have to have a ROM and a RAM, read-only memory and random access memory. Read-only memory is the hard disk, which is like a storage from where you can access things, and then random access memory is that which is there. You can access it quickly. It does not have an actual storage. So our subconscious mind is like an unlimited storage, and every moment of our experience is getting stored in that. So what happens is, since time immemorial, I have been taking birth after birth after birth after birth after birth. So because of that, my real existence as an eternal part and parcel of Krishna has got covered. So how do I uncover it? This is what is that. Sri Krishna. So Cheto Darpana Marjanam. This is the cleansing of the mirror of mind, it is called. So Krishna actually mentions Yatho Bena. So Dhumen Avritam Vahanas Yatha Adarshana Malenacha Yatho Benavritam Garbhas Tata Tenetam Avritam. Krishna says that there are three kinds of covering that all the living entities have. One kind of covering is like the smoke covering the fire. Smoke covering the fire kind of covering is a very light covering, right? If the fire becomes very strong, the smoke will automatically go away. That is one covering. The second covering is Adarshana Malenacha, the dust covering the mirror. Dust covering the mirror is a little bit of a strong covering. Why is it? I actually had to go and do the cleansing for the mirror. Only then the mirror will get clean. So that is. And the third covering, which is, it's all metaphor at the end of the day. It's an example that has been given. Third covering is like that of a womb, the embryo within the womb. It is a very strong covering. embryo within the womb. So these coverings, so the first covering, like the smoke covering the fire, it is like a person who is in mode of goodness. Mode of goodness would mean that person is very peaceful, a person is very self-satisfied, a person does not get disturbed. That is mode of goodness. Different things might come to a person in mode of goodness, different difficult situations, but the person will remain very calm. That is quality of mode of goodness. Mode of passion is, person is always wanting to do some activity or the other for sense gratification. And so passionate about sense gratification. That is mode of passion. The mode of ignorance is a person is totally lazy. They don't want to do anything. You know, there would be some people, you would ask them, what is your hobby? And you know what will they reply? Sleeping. There are people who say that, you know, sleeping is my hobby. So unfortunately, they are in mode of ignorance, right? If you're just absorbed in just sleeping, then it's okay. You know, sleeping is important, right? You have to get deep sleep, otherwise we cannot survive. But it's not that you just start sleeping and not doing anything else, right? So no one can survive like that for a long time, unless a person is a billionaire or something, and then you know that creates a lot of mental troubles to them as well. We know that, right? So you could have lots and lots of money, but if the mind is not peaceful, if the mind does not know where to focus internally, this internal focus is what we can do very, very wonderfully in human form of life. The great thing about human form of life is that we have got evolved intelligence. The intelligence is quite amazing. That's why we are able to do such amazing things, right? We have created this aeroplane, we have created a rocket, and we have created so many different things. Unfortunately, all these things are good. You know, it's giving us luxury, it's giving us lots of things. But if we don't use that evolved intelligence to go inside and understand who am I, so we are unfortunately losing the significance of human form of life. It is actually, Srila Prahlad Maharaj says, Durlabham Manusham Janma, Tadapi Adruvam Artadam. Prahlad Maharaj says that this human form of life is very rarely attained. And it is Tadapi Adruvam Artadam. Adruvam means it is temporary. Dhruvam means that which exists eternally. But our body does not exist eternally. We know that. The body has a date of birth. Because it is a date of birth, it will have a date of death. And between the date of birth and date of death, there has to be lots of diseases, there has to be an old age. So all these things is happening in the material world. But when we know that we are an eternal part and parcel of Krishna, then the real spiritual journey starts. So we were talking about this Cheto Darpana Marjana, this cleansing of the mirror of mind. Then when we are cleaning this mirror of mind, Bhava Mahat Avagni Nirvapanam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, so this material world has got this Mahat Avagni. It means that it's like a forest fire. The material existence is like a forest fire. What is a forest fire? It happens, somehow it happens. And once it happens, it is extremely difficult to control it. Right? You would have seen the instances of that happening in America and all as well, right, recently. Once that happens, it is extremely difficult to control it. So this material world is told as, this is what samsara dava nalalida loka tranaya karunya ghanaganatvam praptasya kalyana gunarna vasya vande guru shri charanaravindam. Very beautiful verse from Guru Ashtakam. It says that this, so we are in a blazing fire of existence. So the Guru is giving that rain, incessant rain of mercy. And when that mercy falls on that rain, what can actually take off the forest fire? When there is a forest fire, you can have lots and lots of fire engines coming and trying to take off the forest fire. It will not be successful. But when there is a huge rain coming from the sky, the forest fire will get totally gone. There won't be no forest fire. So this mercy of the Guru, Guru Krishna Prasad Paya Bhakti Lata Beach. So this mercy of Guru and Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is what is taking off this kleshagni. It is called, in this material world, there is Adhyatmika, Adhibodhika and Adidevika. There are three different kinds of afflictions that we have in this material world. One is the affliction that comes from my own body and from my own mind. My body can have lots of diseases, and my mind can think of unnecessary things, worrying about things that I need not worry about, and then I go into depressive state. So this is Adhyatmika. Adi Bhautika is other living entities. Other living entities, like, sometimes some people are rude, some people are behaving very badly with us, or there could be some mosquito or snake or something. Any kinds of living entity. They can cause us trouble. And then the third is Adi Daivika, the calamities that happen, right? There could be a tsunami, or unfortunately, earthquake, or those things, which is totally recently there was this, different kinds of storms that have come and caused havoc, right? And people were without electricity for a very long time. Many of the houses did not have. So all these kinds of difficulties we have in the material world. When we are engaged in this chanting of the Hare Krishna, we can all say together, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the mind. So when we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, which senses are getting engaged? The tongue is getting engaged. The tongue is chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Then the ear is getting engaged. I'm hearing Hare Krishna mantra. Then my mind is also getting engaged. The mind is hearing the sound vibrations of Hare Krishna mantra. And if we are using the beats, the sense of touch is also getting engaged. So this is what. There is this beautiful verse which says that Ataha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyai. Anything related to Krishna cannot be known through the senses. Because Krishna transcends the sensual experiences. He's transcendental. That's why it's called transcendental. So how do we actually experience the real name of Krishna? Seor mukhe jibhadav swayam eva swartiyada. When we have that humility, that humility and that tolerance that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentions, Trinagapi Sunijana Tarorapi Seshana. So then, when we chant the name of the Lord with that humility, then the name itself reveals us to us. Then we know that there is no difference between the name of the Lord and the Lord Himself. Nama Chintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purno Shuddho Nityamukto, Abhinatvat Nama Namino. This is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach us. That there is no difference between Krishna's name and Krishna himself. So he was Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam. So he was in that bhava, in that feelings of Srimati Radharani. So Krishna actually mentions in Bhagavad Gita about the gopis. Indirectly he is mentioning about gopis. What is he saying? Machitta Madgat Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam. Kathentascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Ramanti. Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita that the pure devotees, my pure devotees, their minds are always engaged in me. Machitta. Their whole life force is engaged in me. Madgat Prana. And what do? Bodhayanta Parasparam Kathentascha Mam Nityam. Constantly they are talking to each other. What are they talking about? Mam Nityam. Always about me. Nityam, always. So this is the qualification of pure devotional service. In pure devotional service, one has, at every moment, one is remembering Krishna. There is no moment when one does not remember Krishna. Like Krishna actually gives the examples as well, how you can remember me. He says, Rasoham apsu ponteya, prabhasmi shashi suryayo, pranavas sarva vedeshu, shabdam khe paurusham prishu. Krishna says that I am the taste in water. So whenever we are thirsty, we drink water or any kind of drink, immediately we can remember that it's Krishna. The light coming from the sun and the moon, immediately we can remember that is Krishna. Or electricity. Prabhasmi, Pranavas Sarva Vedeshu. There is Omkara mantra in the Vedas. Krishna says, I am Omkara mantra. Shabdam Khe. Any kind of, any kind of voice or any kind of thing that we hear in the ether. He says, I am that sound, any sound that you hear. Paurusham Drishu, any kind of ability that you see in any person. Krishna says, I am that. So we can remember Krishna at any time. It is not difficult, but we need to have that intention to remember Krishna. And that intention to remember Krishna is what Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally came to teach us. So there is this verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna says to the gopis that I can never repay you. Na parayeham nirvadya samyujam swaswadhu krityam vibudhayu shapiva ya ma bhajan durjara reha shilkalay samriksha tadya pratiyatu sadhuna. Krishna says that I can never repay you to the gopis. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to do that repayment in a little bit way. That is Krishna. Krishna is coming in the mood and in the form of Srimati Radharani to do that repayment in some way, in some possible way. But still he is not able to repay. So this is the wonderful nature of the pure devotional service of the gopis. Because when they heard the flute of Krishna, they automatically left everything and went to him. That was their loving attachment to Krishna. And Srimati Radharani was the epitome of that attachment. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in his Leela, in his Antya Leela, we see, in his last kind of, before he goes back to Godhead, back to Godhead, his own abode, he gives those glimpses of how Srimati Radharani felt for Krishna. So these are all the internal details of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation, and therefore he is the most munificent incarnation because he is giving the highest achievement that one can have in the human form of life. So what is that? We can again say the prayer, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Krishe Namah. We'll say two more times. Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Krishe Namah. Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Krishe Namah. So once again, just saying the meaning of this verse. So Sri Rupa Goswami is praying to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is his prayer. He says that, O most munificent incarnation of the Lord, Namo Mahavadanyaya. Why you are the most munificent incarnation? Because Krishna Prema Pradayate. Because you are giving everyone freely love for Krishna. Who are you? Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. O Krishna Chaitanya, you are Krishna himself. Namne Gaura Krishe Namah. Please accept my humble obeisances, O Sri Krishna Chaitanya. You have come in that golden form of Srimati Radharani. So with the prayers that we can always remember Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sada Hridaya Kandarame Swaratuva Sachinandana. There is a very beautiful prayer which says that, O Sachinandana, O son of Mother Sachi, please be always visible within the core of my heart. With that prayer, I would like to thank you all for patiently listening. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So if there is any comments or questions, we can discuss. Yes.
Just as regards the body and the mind, like they're not the body or the mind, but the body and the mind that you have is karmic.
Yes.
Yes, it's karmic.
Yes, exactly.
Like your level of mind and whatever body you have, like it has to be your level of consciousness has to carry in from a past life.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the identification with the body and mind is happening because, as you said, because of the karma. So basically, that's why Krishna actually mentions in Bhagavad Gita, Yagyartha Karmana Anyatra Lokoyam Karma Bandhana. Krishna says that all the activities has to be performed as a service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if we are doing it like that, then we are not getting reactions to our action. if I'm performing the action with expectation of the result, that I'll perform this action and this action is going to give me lots and lots of luxuries to enjoy. Because unfortunately, that is the conditioned state of existence. In the conditioned state of existence, anything that I perform is based on the thinking that I need to enjoy. So if we have that enjoying propensity and performing action, then we have to get the reaction for our action. And how do we get the reaction for our action? By getting another body. So therefore, Krishna says, Yagyartha Anyatra. So if we don't perform actions as an offering of love to the Lord, there is continuous reaction and there is continuous getting the material body.
So we have a material body because we still have desires in this material world.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
And like there's healthy desires and unhealthy desires.
Yes.
Just as regards sense gratification. Like there's unhealthy and there's healthy.
Yes.
In the label.
Yes.
Because you can't live without desire or sense gratification.
Yes. So one
just
of
the level of
absolutely no you're right. So healthy and unhealthy desires, and one of the things is ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohina bharata. So what Krishna mentions. So basically, if one is in a conditioned state of existence, one has got strong, sense of. So whatever I like, I want to grab onto it. And whatever I don't like, I want to run away from it as fast as I can. This is called Ichha Dvesha. So basically, Yoga Sutra mentions about Pancha Kleshas, 5 kinds of impurities that we have. It starts with Avidya. Avidya is ignorance. When there is ignorance, there is Aspita. Aspita means I think that I am this body. When I think I am this body, there is Raga and Dvesha. Raga and Dvesha Raga means I want to hold on to the things that I like. I won't leave it. And I get really dejected if I don't get what I like. And I have to run away from the things that I don't like. I cannot stay there at all. So that is called Raga Dvesha. So all these things are happening because I am identifying myself with my body. And then the final thing is called Abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means fear of death. So all these are called the Pancha Kleshas, the 5 kinds of impurities that we have when we think that we are this body. So how do we get out of this? When we are kind of going inside and chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then we know that we are an eternal part and parcel of Krishna, and this is like a dress that I am wearing. Krishna actually mentions in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Vasamsi Jidani Yatha Vihaya. Krishna gives the metaphor of a person taking off the old cloth and putting on a new cloth. Similarly, the living entity takes off the old body and gets a new body. He actually gives an example of dress. So, when we are purely in relationship with Krishna, we will know that this is just a dress. This is not me. And then we will be in that consciousness. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you for the clear explanation of your lecture.
Thank you.
And it's not going to go into last is my doctor. We have the same good. But continue. After the, is there anyone else who wants to ask a question? Anybody else wants to ask a question? Because at the end of question time, I ask 2 questions and I give a free Bhagavad Gita for the winner of each of the questions. How many of you are here for the first time? I thought so. I saw new faces. So, okay, I'll go ahead with the question. And because the audience is small today, for the one reason that a busload of people have gone to the island. That's why it's a small audience, but it's okay.
Pramana, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so I've changed the question a little bit because I thought that because there are new people here, that I will lessen the difficulty of the question. Right? How many of you know of 3 Abrahamic religions? Can you give me the name of the 3 Abrahamic religions? Remember, I've come down. I would say, well, it's going to be a difficult question, but okay. Can anyone name it?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Apart from one. Put your hand up. Okay, name them please.
Islam, Christianity, Judaism.
No, I can't hear you.
Islam,
Yes.
Christianity, and Judaism.
Very good. The first book will go to you.
Very good.
Next question. How many of you have a Bhagavad Gita? Put your hand up.
Online.
Online.
On my computer.
Online. You should have it with you
Alright.
in person.
Yeah.
They say that if you read the whole of the Bhagavad Gita, you get closer to Krishna. If you read a chapter of it, you get even closer. If you read a page of it, again, if you read just one paragraph of it, and then if you read one line of it, and if you read one word of it, that will take you to Krishna. So you need to buy one. But here's one today. And the second question, okay, go ahead with the second. There's a gentleman called Vasudev, and he was working from his office on a high-rise building. And he saw the people dancing in the street with orange clothes, orange covered clothes. And he asked his colleague, who are these people? He said, oh no, they're drug addicts and they're this and they're that and they're this, that and that. Okay? And he was not happy with the answer. So he went and spoke to them and asked them who they were. And to even convince himself, he stayed with them for 2 days to experience what they were doing. Can you name the city where that happened? Anybody?
Vrindavan, New York.
No. Any other guesses?
Australia.
Vrindavan.
Australia. And what did the other person say?
Vrindavan.
No, Australia is right. But you have to name the city now. How many cities in Australia? 15 cities in Australia.
Melbourne.
Sorry?
Sydney.
Sydney, exactly. Now, who do I give this? What do I give to you? Okay,
Yeah, give her.
Okay, you're responsible.
Thank you.
Okay, it's Bhagavad Gita.
You like it?
It's Sydney. And that gentleman, after speaking to them, stayed with them, experienced what they were experiencing, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, having this first prayer, it's called Mangal Arati. But he had an office there in the high-rise building, but he's from Fiji. And he asked the devotees to ask the spiritual master, Prabhupada, to come to Fiji. Because Prabhupada has gone, how many times has Prabhupada gone around the world in the 12 years? This is
14 times.
14 times. Anyway, that's the question outside. And one more thing, just to add to the lecture, there are 4 ages. Because there's Satya Yuga, Tetra Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. This period is called Kali Yuga. We're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be with Krishna in Goka Vrindavan. Why are we here? We're here because you rebel with him in Goka Vrindavan. It's a right, okay, you have a free will, go. We are actually prisoners in this world. All of us, doesn't matter who you are, what you are, but we are prisoners in this world. Okay, I have to give you a Bhagavad Gita. And anybody else who don't have a Bhagavad, please buy one. It's only €5. So every week after the lecture, I sponsor 2 Bhagavad Gita. And I pay for
Bhagavad
it.
Gita free from my side. We give as much as a donation, €5 or €10, whatever.
Over here,
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. And I sponsor that and pay myself, right? And that's my part of my service, if you like. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
Guru Prabhu ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
It's
Hare
great Sanatan
Krishna.
Govind. It's great Sanatan Govind Prabhu ki.
Thank you.
So the next part of the program would be Gaur Aarti, so we can all stand up.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
I don't mind when I don't know one glass of wine.
Ki bajaya jaya Gora chande Arti ko shobha Ki bajaya Ki bajaya jaya Gaura chande Arati ko shobha Ki Jagamanalo बपटी अच्छे गौरक्षान रत्ना से मखाने की बाबते आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा अधिदेव गाणे आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा अधिदेव गाणे हरि अधिकारी कमर धुराया जीवन जीवन हरि अधिकारी कमर धुराया जीवन संजया मुकुंद रासु घोषे अधिदाया संजया मुकुंद रासु घोषे अधिदाया शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताना शिव शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शिव मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला मधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परम रसाला शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे जय भवानी जय भवानी जय भवानी जय भवानी हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल कि बहु कोटि चंद्राजिनी बदन उज्ज्वला की बहु कोटि चंद्रकिनी बदन उज्ज्वला की माला देश बनमाला और झलमाला माला देश बनमाला और झलमाला शिव शिवा सुख नारदा प्रेमे गदा शिव शिवा कति विनोद देखे गौरर शिव सुख नारद प्रेम गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा शिव सुख नारद प्रेम गदा गदा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा भक्ति विनोद देखे गौरर संपादा हरि बोल 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 निकाय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण Rama Rama Hare 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 Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hari Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Giridhara Gopinath Madana Mohana Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Sita Hari Guru Vaishnava Bhagavad Gita Shri Rupi Sanatana Bhakta Raghunatha Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunatha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Panchatattva Jaya
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमद् डिवाइन ग्रेस श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharane Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarane. Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Krishne Matirastu. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. जय विज्ञापन श्री भगवान की जय। भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल।
विष्णुपदाय कृष्णा कृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने Gaura Bhakta Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय जय गौरणिताय गौरणिताय जय गौरणिताय जय गौरणिताय जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद जय राधे श्याम 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 जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे 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 जय राधे 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 जय राधे जय राधे राधे जय राधे 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 श्री राधे जय राधे 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 जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम जय ललिता विशाखा जय राधे श्याम
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की
जय
भक्तवृंद की
जय
श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय
गौ प्रेमानंदे
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे
नाम ब्राह्मणी वैष्णवे
नाम ब्राह्मणी वैष्णवे
सर्वपुण्यवतं राजन्
कल्पपुण्यवतं राजन् विश्वासेव जायते हरिरार्पित्यागा गोरंजिया काहेका जीवे पहले विषय सागरे कारण मत शिवासी आके देखा कहीं संसारे कृष्णा बारो दया मोय
प्रसादम की